Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Restate a statement following Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will have the first possession of the game. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Austin Mack. Left side is Rodgers. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Mack. They're all over him. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State going up tempo. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Mississippi State 7, Alabama 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. On the move, it's Riley. Danced his way through traffic, pickup of 4 to the 19. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mack. Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. The give. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The handoff. He's got enough. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Mack makes the grab outside. It's Rodgers. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Powers inside. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground. They're
going to test that run defense to the right here. Enough to move the chains. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense set for a 1st down play. To the back. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You'd like to see this offensive line do a better job protecting their quarterback when he's in the pocket, when they're in these empty sets. It's going to be a lot of man-on-man up front, and that time the defense won.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Austin Mack finds the tight end. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and we'll see if they go for it here. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's West.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying to establish the run. Crosses the 40. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Mississippi State going up tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to get behind the defense. Leaping grab for a big gain. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of there.
Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Couldn't ask. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Mack. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ford. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mack. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. They give to the big fullback. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Using his legs, it's Mueller. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Mack. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up fourth and short.
Between the uprights, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Crosby. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quick spin on the ride. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got him quickly. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The fake wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
RPO complete. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick give. Could be an alley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 2nd down, going to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Austin Mack. Left side is Rodgers. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
The big fullback's got it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing Mack. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Handoff to the fullback. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that 1st down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. They come to the line 3 yards away from the 1st down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Mack. Got his man in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells the run, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Sells to fake. Left side is Taylor. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making the adjustment. Austin Mack. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Keeps it on the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. Got enough for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing Mack. Good timing on the quick out. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Keeps it moving, it's Hill. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Mack. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gamecocks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This team is now red hot, 3 consecutive victories, and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Deep in the end zone, it's Crosby. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Tide head coach running back onto the field. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up. On play action. Under pressure. Fires to the middle. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Austin Mack. Left side is Rodgers. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. To the air, it's Mack. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Run it with the fullback. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the 1st?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Throwing Mack. Left side is Rodgers. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. The handoff. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Right back to the well. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Give to the big fullback. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Has to have it on 4th down. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Run ends there. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Russell. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking for space. It's Hill. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's fourth down. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Turns up, it's West. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Tempo and overdrive.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Finds his tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight.
Makes the grab and room to run. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll run it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Taylor. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Keelan Russell. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He'll keep it on second down. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good.